closer, guys.
The thing about your garden, I'm not snuggling up to you.
Come on, snuggle.
No,
You know you want to.
Yeah,
listen, I know it all goes. I know what happens around Milton Keynes. You know what I mean, and that's why I don't feel comfortable outside the M25 for many reasons. And one is that they all like to snuggle up.
Yeah, snuggling up is good.
There's a lot of snuggling up, even in the summer months.
What do you wish to say?
I don't mind snuggling up in the winter.
Come on, get on with it.
Okay, I'd like to say that this whole area of the garden, yeah, is fantastic. I love it. All the big herbaceous perennials, your tall grasses, it's all craft, it's all beautiful. I love your beech. I'm doing it. James does this. That's one of his hand actions. I love your beech columns.
Yes.
But if you don't mind me saying, the bit at the end of the garden is a bit of a letdown. It's all a bit low, the planting, and it looks it's a bit weedy, isn't it? Cleve, Cleve, come on.
Sorry, I'm just directing the cameraman for a minute.
Cleve, what do you think? Is that all, that lets it down?
That's the point, though. The point of it is supposed to be sort of wild and woolly. Okay, let me tell you the story. What happened is that when we first came here, there was a line of pigsties. We knocked them down. I built this pergola out of big lumps of wood, and it fell over.
Okay.
The whole thing just fell over.
You should have done a proper job.
It collapsed, and then Archie, my eldest son, and I put in this.
I like the pergola.
The pergola one.
Yeah.
And then it's got roses up that end, got roses, this sort of stuff. And then I thought, well, I don't actually want to put too much cover on it. So it has a very important purpose, this thing. Firstly, it sort of grows wild underneath it, and everything comes up to gravel, and it's all self-sown. There's nothing planted in there at all, which is quite nice.
Oh, that's not planted at all?
Not at all.
I could have told that.
Except for the climates. It's just self-sown. Everything in there is self-sown.
Okay.
It moves around and it comes back to the
Okay.
And the other thing is it's really good for hanging hammocks off.
Hammocks are good. Hammocks are good. I just think in the mid-eye level, as we're sitting now, you've got the backdrop of the nice yew tree. They're like peacock, they're fans, aren't they?
Yeah, tails.
Nice, I like that. And then I like the low planting. I just think you need something in mid-level to break up the eye. It's just a suggestion.
Then, okay,
you don't have to do, don't you do it.
I'm not going to do it
It's
now.
your garden, you do what you want,
But
obviously.
the other thing is
all you're saying is
if you sit where Cleve is, it looks completely different.
It looks lovely.
Because you've got a different frame going that way. So move up. Everybody budge up. Oh, get off. Don't snuggle up. You don't
It doesn't look any different.
Yes, it does, because you've got a different frame from that side.
Rubbish.
Actually, it does look rubbish from there, doesn't it? It's better from here.
Right, Cleve.
And that one straight through, you've got plenty behind
I know what he's talking about, the scale of it. You've got this lovely huge scale billowing everywhere, and these lovely sentinels.
Yeah.
Are they sentinels?
They are
What do you call them? Yeah.
sentinels. Or they could be called
And you get to there and
eruptions.
Erections.
No, eruption.
Eruptions.
Okay.
I thought they were beach.
No, it's an eructation.
Eructation, is that a real word?
It is actually, it means to be sick.
They're eructations. All right.
But it sounds good.
Okay, Cleve.
I can see that it is probably to do with the scale of everything here and in the middle, and then suddenly it sort of goes and peters away at the end. But I don't think that's a big problem.
I'll tell you
I
what
think
we'll do.
I like the fact it has got this special nature about it. You can see that it's a more wild space. It self-sows and changes from year to year, doesn't it?
You're so sensitive, aren't you?
No,
He's being nice and he's being sensitive. Tell him the truth.
I'm telling him. I've
He's
veered away.
lacking
In
something.
my own taste, I've veered away from the galvanizer look because we were using that in the early 90s.
I would agree with you. I would agree with you, but I've got a galvanised pergola, same out of the same stuff,
which you copied from me.
Which I copied from James because it was cheap, it was strong, and I've got tyre swings for the kids, not hammocks. You know, obviously my kids are more active. You know, they like to be busy.
I think what it might be, you've got all the hornbeam doing this, or the beech doing that, and then you've got this very controlled horizontal space, and I've just got a feeling it might need a tree or just something.
Okay, now I'll tell you what we're going to do now is we're going to go and I'll show you. We're going to sit. There's a bench over there, and you look down it, and you'll see whether you like it better from there.
Okay.
Well, I didn't say I didn't like it.
No,
What I'm saying is I don't think it's quite up to the volume of the rest of the garden, and it sort of dissipates.
The other thing about that is that there is no soil there. That's growing out of concrete.
Oh, is it? Is this like the original foundation?
No, it's growing out of rubble and concrete and general junk. And
Right, okay, that's why there's no real.
There's no
It's very, very
but
poor
the
soil.
hollyhocks at all.
Yeah.
I think it's the best bit of planting in the garden, actually.
I think the rest of it's complete rubbish except for that bit.
You know what? The more I look, it's starting to grow on me. From here, this bench we've had to struggle through the planting to get to.
Easy, really.
I bet you sit here every evening, don't you?
So the sun sets over there, and you sit here. It's actually really nice.
And it does look fantastic from here, but do you honestly come and sit here?
No.